Hey now, welcome to Tarnation TV. Thanks for joining us on the internet machine. This is Talladega Nights Racing League. This is the final points race, buddy. That's going to be a good one. 3 playoff rounds coming up.
Race number 8 for all the beans to see who makes it into the top 10 or maybe even more if we have a possible tie for 10th.
12, actually. But yeah, I know what you're saying.
12, that's right.
There can be ties.
There was a tie about 3 races ago. We were tied for 12th or 11th. There was one spot that was like 3-way tie, was it not?
Yeah, currently right now is a tie for second place between Brian Wolf and Brian Lovell with about 981 points. And yeah, so any ties you'll get in. It looks like there'll be 13 drivers actually, because Josh too has won a couple times here, and he is in the top 20. So that's why he is highlighted in green off to the right there. So Josh will also get in. So as of right now, we're taking 13 drivers into the playoff rounds. And Jeff told me what the breakdown was, and I can't remember. We take 12, and then I think it goes down to 8, and then to 5, because there's 3 playoff rounds. I thought it was 12 to 6 to 3.
Oh, okay.
I thought they were chopping the driver count in half every time, but I believe it's different. I think it's from 12 to 8 to 5 or 6. Super duper professional. Here we are at race number 8, and we already can't remember what's happening, but you know, whatever. I've had a pretty good couple days with live concerts.
You know what? Not bad at all.
Yeah, it was.
We can't be expected to do everything.
No, I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing? But yeah, it's a good turnout here tonight.
And tonight, just streaming to YouTube, is that right?
YouTube and Facebook decided to shut the Twitch off because Twitch doesn't really get many hits. And after a week, they delete the videos. So
that's right, yeah. We it was worth a shot. I figured there might have been somebody online going, "Oh, look at they're playing that game." I hadn't played that game in a while, but there was just not. There was never a draw, at least not consistent.
No, and we definitely lean on the on the YouTube chatter, so we can see all you guys in there right now on YouTube. Facebook kind of gets lost in the shuffle of all my screens, but we see all you guys in there. Dave Hubbard Sr., everybody, you know, Eddie Carroll, America the Great, I don't know who that is, Ulysses Sandoval, of course, the whole Balser family, everybody's rooting for Nate. Nate currently sitting in 11th overall, so he's pretty good standing, and he is here this evening, so he's got a good shot to make it into these chase rounds.
Who are we looking at from 13 to 20? Who do you think on the cusp, I guess, of getting into this, because there's some close ones.
I've taken my pen and a piece of paper and actually written this down so I don't have to flip back to the screen mid-race.
You knew I was going to ask this?
I did, yeah.
He's like, I know this guy, he doesn't do his homework, and he's going to put it on me. Do all the work for me, and impress me with your numbers.
Well, and the thing, too, like I want to be able to look at this in the middle of the race and not have to cover the screen up with this graphic. I'm kind of looking at the bottom 4 guys. So you got Randy Waugh, Stephen Branstetter, Nate Balser, and John Godfrey in position 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then I'm sort of looking at the next 5 or so down to Ulysses and Mike Mangialardi. Like those guys with 800 points. Mike's got 800. Ulysses and Dan are both tied with 839. Robert Breedlove, 847. Keith Bynum, 851. They aren't in. But then you've got John Godfrey with only 4 more points. So this is definitely... Those guys are on the bubble, and it can definitely happen.
The other question I would ask you then is, everybody here from 1 through 12? Are we missing any of the top 12 contenders for this evening? Everyone?
Yeah, that's a good question too. Let's see, we got the entry list here. Viewers can't see the entry list, but I can. Sort them by number. I'm going to say that
Denny's here because he wouldn't miss the race and the family showed up. So there's that.
Denny's in. Brian's in. Brian Lovell, he's in. Alex Moe, check. Graham McDonald, check. Chris Elliott, check. Greg Lovell, 088, he'd be down here.
There's Boss, he's here.
Oh, is Greg not here? No Greg. That's interesting. He's been up the last couple of weeks. Yeah, I don't see a 088 in there. Jeffrey Elliott, he'll be here.
Fired up here. Remember, one switch at a time, turning your stuff on.
Nope, I gotta retire my vehicle.
In the YouTube chatter, the America the Great is John Garcia.
Ah, okay. Heard that name before. Welcome back, Mr. Garcia.
Okay, buddy, fired up here.
People see me on YouTube and don't know who I am either. Soiled 1980.
Right.
Screen names are great. We can hide from everybody.
Exactly.
Randy Waz in. Stephen Brandstetter is number 510. He's in. Nate Balser's in. John Godfrey is 711, and John Godfrey is not here. Ooh. So John and Greg.
Well, there's two more already.
Yeah.
Unless they have. Do they have any?
And John's
any
at the bottom. John can use. Yep, John can use one more provisional, which would give him last place points tonight instead of a 0. Greg has no provisionals left. Greg used his provisional last week, and he also used a provisional in race 1. But Greg's also in 7th, so he's probably okay.
He might be hard to say, right? Depending on who's coming in, because that's hard. That's bad news for John.
Yeah, John's
basically. Yeah, even with last place, assuming if Keith Bynum, I mean, obviously everything will shuffle, so there's not even no sense in trying to get through any of it. But he's got 855 for John Godfrey, Keith Bynum at 851, and Robert Breedlove at 847, and then they say Dan Lavelle and Ulysses at 839 each. Like that's all within 16 points of John.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, again, anything could happen. And this could still turn everything on its head, right? We may see some spectacular come from behind. Like we should find out what the farthest one down who would possibly. What's the most amount of points you can get? 180 in a race, plus whatever you leave for laps.
185 is the maximum you can take out of a race. Yeah.
Right.
So from 13th down to Mike. So we're looking at Mike having 800 points up to 13th. All those drivers are here today.
Yeah.
So John might get pushed out of there, and those guys are fighting for the last couple spots.
Right.
You want to see our schedule for the upcoming month of September?
Yeah, but we're going to have to leave it on the screen for a while because there's a lot of reading.
That is a lot of reading. Where did I put it?
You speak slow because you know I can't listen that fast.
There it is there. So it's kind of off to the side there. Upcoming broadcast for September 2023. The 14th is a team race event. That's the week after, I believe, this season finishes. They've tucked a race in on a Thursday there. I believe, no. Did I mess that up already? 14th? No, that's right. Yeah, the week after the I'm on Fire series is over, the team race event. And then the Back to the Future, the final race will be broadcast here on Tarnation TV as well. That's the following Tuesday. And then the day after that, we're doing the All-Star race here at Talladega Nights. The Friday after that, it looks like a King of Kings event will happen. That's a lot of fun. That's a bunch of quick sprint races.
Oh, right. That was a good time.
Yeah, that's super cool because I get something going on here. Let's see if I can get the camera panning around so people aren't staring at a stagnant screen. But let me see. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. The King of Kings is cool. It's Talladega. We race here at Talladega, and we are now in happy hour, I believe. Yeah, what they do there is a bunch of sprints. It's kind of like a knockout race where you have guys running 10-lap sprints. I think there's a bunch of 10-lap sprints to kind of set up the main event. So they kind of run it like a dirt track. Like dirt tracks run like that because they don't pit. And then they'll have like this knockout bracket system, and then everybody qualifies for the main race so that if you win the big race at the end, of course, you will be crowned the King of Kings.
56 to the booth.
And then we got the Cannon race on the 23rd. And then after that, Josh's Eggs Touring Series at SMO Speedway. Those guys over there hired Tarnation TV to call that race. So that'll be a lot of fun. Yes, 56.
How's everybody doing tonight on this lovely Thursday?
Oh, you know, it's hanging out, calling a race. Talking like Greg Palmer because he's never here on Thursdays.
Hey, Double Deuce, where's he at? He's probably over at the birthday race over at RTG. But hey, anyways, anybody out there watching, thanks for checking us out here on I'm on Fire Thursday Night Series, our first series, coming down to our last chase race. Last points to make it to the chase. So big race for a lot of guys. Want to thank you guys for doing this again for us. We got a busy schedule. We a month coming up with you and doing 6 out of the 9 TV races. So I think I heard you guys talking about it. So yeah, busy month next month. So a lot of work, but we got a lot of it out of the way early, and we just got to fine tune them as they get closer. So thanks for what you do for us, Blaine, personally on the sidelines, besides broadcasting, and Brad, your commentating and your play-by-play is amazing. So thank you.
Thank you.
These guys are ready to talk to the man himself, Mr. Blaine. Are you ready, Blaine?
No, but Brad can do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Are you doing the? Oh, you're talking about the
Driver
driver introductions. Gotcha.
Almost choked on my water there.
It's like, whoa! I was taking a break.
He might throw a little turbo action yet. I got to check him out on a pre-screening intro section at sometime or another. Anyways,
I am ready to go.
I'm going to go up there first and make sure they're quiet, and I'm going to drag you up there.
Awesome. Yeah, all those links that you saw, or all those dates that you saw on the screen there, all the links to those individual races are in the description box below. So go down below right now and you can click on all the different links and subscribe and be notified when those races pop up. And join us here and we'll call them live for you. It should be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. No, so those King of Kings and the team races.
Hey now.
Hey now.
Howdy.
What's up, guys? It's going to be an awesome race. It's the final race, of course, for the points, setting up the final 3 races. Confirm that for me, Jeff. How's the 3 break down? 12 go in, or 12 or whatever go in?
Yes, sir. 12 automatically goes in with points. Anybody with a win that's not in the 12-point top 12, anything 20 on back and position-wise will also make the first chase race. So it'll go as many as 12, 13, 14 guys, down to 8, down to the final 4.
And then, 8 and then 4. Gotcha. That's what I was looking for. Anyway, yeah, that'll be a lot of fun to watch that. So I will be quiet and we'll get on with some driver introductions. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mr. Blaine at Tarnation TV. All right, we're going to start with the awesome guy in the polls. So pole position.
Nate Balser, driving the 079 Passado Safe Haven Ford Mustang out of Seattle, Washington. I'd like to thank my wife and daughters for watching tonight, and good luck to everybody.
Jeffrey Elliott out of Mooresville, North Carolina, starting in the 2nd position, driving a number 56. I want to give a shout out to all you guys that have made this I'm on Fire series special first season, man. We're averaging, 28 to 30 guys, 32 guys, and we're the same group of guys. Appreciate your commitment. I think we had a lot of great races these past 7. So I think the chase races would be very exciting. So I'd like to give a shout out to all you guys, to Tarnation TV, and also to Sep Cole for helping stepping up and down the road here for all these special events that we're about to have in September. Good luck, everybody.
Robert Breedlove driving a 931 Firehouse Subs Camaro, starting 3rd from South Carolina.
The number 63 Keith Bynum Chevrolet Camaro, sponsored by Hubcap Annie in Austell, Georgia. I want to give a shout out to my wife in there on the couch, but to my buddy Jerry, Larry, Jeff, and Damien, my brother. All of them sitting at home, different places, watching this race.
Number 388, starting in the sweet spot number 5 pit stall. From Big Stone Gap, Virginia, driving the MSI Ford 388 car. Just want to give a shout out to my family watching and all you drivers. Good luck. I need a top 5 tonight to try to get back in the points. So I'm coming for the front, guys. Good luck.
Starting in the 6th position, Randy Waugh, driving the number 21 Crimson Tide Dodge. Shout out to my sons Christian and Corey, my grandsons Adrian, Asher, and Asa, and friends Derek and Zach. Special shout out to my grandsons. They lost one of their wrestling buddies Tuesday, and want to shout out to his family and remember them in my prayers.
In the 7th spot, number 43, Petty STP car, Bob Dixon from Macon, Georgia.
Starting from the 8th spot, Craig Hagley in the 82 Marshall Thunder and Herd Mustang out of Paducah, Kentucky. Shout out to my son Lane Colton, and also to my Lucky Charm back home West Virginia, Amy.
Starting 9th, Brian Lovell from Big Stone Gap, Virginia, driving the number 043 Chevy Tide Gang, I guess Food City. I don't care much for it, but anyway, I'd like to give a shout out to my teammates at Wolfpack Racing, and I'd like to thank Blaine and Brad, I think, yeah, for all the work you guys do, and good luck, everybody.
Starting 10th, driver the number 33, Jeff Goodpasture at Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm in it to win it, so I'm going to the front.
Starting 11th, the number 24, Graham McDonald from Sarnia, Ontario.
Once again, starting in 12th position, the number 12, Bunny Bread, Ford Mustang, Gary Mingus from Tallahassee, Florida. I want to give a shout out to all of my friends here that I'm racing with and the prayers that they offer to me and offered up for me in the past week, and it really saved me. Thank you, guys. I love you all.
Careful, buddy.
Always, Gary.
Starting 13th, the 41 Home Depot Chevy. Thanks to Rodney Phillips for painting it, and shout out to my wife, my uncle, everybody that watches, and I'd like to give thanks to Jesus.
Starting in 14th, Stephen Brandstetter from Randlett, Oklahoma, driving the 510 Shaken Back Ford Mustang, painted by Blaine Donlin. I'd like to give a shout out to my wife Cheryl and my friends Rick and Connie, and I'd like to shout out to all you guys being such great friends.
Starting in the 15th spot, number 66 out of Orrington, Maine, driving a Chevy Camaro New York Yankee car. And again, I'd like to thank all you guys for letting me become part of the racing community. And Blaine and Brad, you do such a wonderful job. I always will remember. Love driving with you guys.
Starting in 16th is Chris Elliott driving the number 9 red Dodge Doritos car, painted by Mr. Rodney Sullins. I'd like to say thanks to all the guys here tonight. Say hi to my family and my workmates over at Frito-Lay in Salisbury, District 224. We're the best. And let's have a good race.
Starting in 17th, Mike Mangialardi driving the 029 Ford Mustang Black Hawk Down car. Shout out to my friends watching at the radio room tonight. And a shout out to all the admins. They do a great job, and to our wonderful broadcasters, Blaine and Brad. Good luck, everybody.
Starting 18th, number 68, Outlaw. Good luck, guys.
Starting 19th, Harlan Oaks from Martinsville, Virginia, driving a 67 Dr. Pepper Zero Toyota Camry. Give a shout out to my teammate you, as we're going to push him to the front and put a Toyota in his chase.
Thank you, Garland. Starting in 20th, Ulysses the Red Rooster Sandoval driving the 96 Icebreakers Toyota Camry. A big shout out to John Garcia, who is watching us right now, as well as a shout out to Mama Sandoval, as always, and a shout out to Garland Oaks. Thank you.
Starting 21st, the number 97, Pat McCarskey. Good luck, everybody.
Starting 22nd, Dave Hubbard Jr. in the 74 Dirtfish Chevy Camaro. Big shout out to my friends and family that are watching, and just thanks for the invite to get into this.
Starting 23rd, Javier Negron from Bridgeport, Connecticut, driving the number 4 Dodge Hoonigan car. I'd like to say a shout out to Jeff for everything that he does. And let's go.
Starting 24th, Sean Dotson from Fenton, Michigan, driving the number 091 Quaker State Pontiac. Just shout out to everyone here. Good luck, guys.
Starting 25th, Brian Wolf, piloting the number 29 Fluid Studios Rebel Yell Chevy Camaro from Youngstown, Ohio. Good luck, everybody.
Starting 26th, the number 48, Alex Moe out of Southern California. Good luck, everybody.
Starting on the back row, number 85, Josh 2 from Dunn, North Carolina, in the Josh's Eggs Dodge in memory of Danny Hardy. Shout out to all you guys and the broadcasters for doing a great job always.
Starting 29th, dead last due to mechanical problems during qualifying, is Larry D driving the 188 Donald Trump Mustang. Shout out to my family, Sandra, Scott, Christy, and my granddaughter, Juliana. Good luck, fellas.
All right there, fans and broadcaster, Mr. Blaine. It is our lineup for tonight's 8th race, final race for the points. So, guys, good luck to all y'all. Blaine, any final words?
Kick the tires, light the fires, keep them between the stripes. I think I say the same thing every week. It's going to be fantastic. And being the last points race, you guys are going to have to take it easy on us with the mathematics. We're kind of looking at that bubble at the bottom of the list. So, yeah, it'll be exciting for sure. We'll try our best.
We all going to hit the line at 26, 28 all together at the same time. So we'll make it easy for you.
Awesome.
Thanks, Blaine.
Thanks, guys. Back in the room with Brad. I told you, man. When you ride your bicycle to work, you can't put it in here, bro. You there? You got me? You got your mic muted? There you go. How about now? You got me now? I'm all by myself. I'll just keep talking. This race is gonna be awesome. I told the boys just to take it easy on us with the end of the race because we're gonna have to start doing math of those final 5 or 6 positions. So hopefully everything works out okay. Hopefully we can do our best to try to say, these guys are going to make it, these guys aren't going to make it. But the good way around it is the results at the end of every race are unofficial, so it's not our problem.
Right. We
There you
guarantee
go.
nothing.
No, exactly. Yeah. No, your motorcycle can't be in the room, dude.
No. Was that what it was?
I don't even know how you get your motorcycle in here to broadcast the race, because you got to go up like 3 flights of stairs, and you've got it parked in here again. I thought we talked about this last week.
Just a bunch of sweet jumps. Was it noisy on my side?
No.
Okay, making sure.
No. I'm just making stuff up.
No, all good. I was thinking, oh man, I'm like, maybe I
What have I done?
No, that's you didn't see that sweet jump I did while you guys were introducing the race. I took it up like all the stairs, and I crashed through the wall. It's like a Kool-Aid commercial.
Yeah, cool. Like remember that video game San Francisco Rush?
Right? You find the secret pathway and blow through the side of a cliff.
And then there's like a loop-de-loop at the end with a double helix, and then you got wings that come out of your car. Awesome game. Very realistic.
Very realistic. One of the first driving simulators I ever played.
Right. The best driving simulators of all time is NASCAR 2003, iRacing, and San Francisco Rush 2049. Was it 2049? I think it was 2049.
That was one of the. Yeah, there was San Francisco Rush, and then they came out with I think the upgraded version 2049 had like new tracks and different cars. And
see, we're going to be alive in 2049, so we're going to have to pay attention.
Right.
How dare you predict the future?
Only arcade in the world left that has that.
Yeah. Elliot to the booth. Go ahead, Elliot.
Yes, if you happen to want
want to mention too, I don't know if Ryan Johnson might be watching this race, but I think he got mixed up on the times and he didn't know quite what time we qualified, which was 9:10. So if you could reach out to him maybe on your broadcast on that, that'd be awesome.
Yep, no problem.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you. Yeah, the number 59, which let me see, we can scroll through the cars here. Brand new driver was going to join us this evening. Last minute find within the last week. Apparently, there's this car right there on the screen, number 59, that black and yellow thing. That car looks awesome. I was looking forward to seeing it on track tonight, but I guess Ryan didn't make it in time. So if he is watching the broadcast, thanks for watching, Mr. Johnson, and we'll hopefully see you next week, because you know what? Every single day of the week, there's a race going on at this track. So
never a dull moment.
Yeah. Well, let's get the call from the Grand Marshals, the entire Balser family.
Welcome to Talladega Nights Super Speedway, one of the fastest tracks around. Presented by Talladega Nights Racing League and brought to you by Tarnation TV. Drivers, start your engines!
Hey, we're back.
That was quick.
Yeah, very quick. Just trying to find the front of the pack here so we can get some. I'm looking for the pace car. Let's go main race. Let's get rid of the statistics. Nobody needs to see that. There's Larry D there. He had some mechanical issues he was saying in the pre-race interviews. So unfortunately, he will have to start at the back of the pack. Thank you to the Balser family, Angela, Madison, and Katarina for doing the Grand Marshal duties as always.
In a unusual turn of events, it appears the boss has decided to start driving tonight. He qualified in second place.
I noticed that. He's usually not a qualifier.
No, but here he is tonight, out front. And you know what? He just think he's decided he had enough. He's going to put the move on it here. And he'd rather be at the front winning the races than at the back trying to make it through the smoke. And hopefully we don't see... Again, I say hopefully we don't see too much of that. Deep down, I want to see a bunch of it. But I hope everybody gets a clean race. It's just way more fun when they wreck. But,
and you know what, though? But look at last week. We had one yellow flag, and then that final lap was probably some of the craziest stuff we've ever seen.
It was clean racing throughout beyond that one. Yeah, the initial yellow, and then it just all
fuel strategy. It came down, for those of you who didn't watch last week's race, you should. Spoiler alert, you already know what happened. But there was like a 13, watch the last 14 laps of that race. Because we start trying to predict how far these guys could make it on gas, and we're like, they're going to be 3 laps short. The whole field had to pit for fuel. And then there was 4 cars that didn't. It was it Hewlett? No, who was it? I can't remember who it was now. It was crazy, though. It was the top 4 cars started running out of gas in the back straightaway. Jeff, no gas. And then, no gas. But the 4 cars that ran out of fuel still finished the race with no fuel. They all were able to. They were so far ahead of the pack that had fuel. Even with no fuel, they were able to make it over the line doing half the speed. They were doing 100 miles an hour when you should be doing 190 miles an hour. It was a wild finish. I couldn't believe it that those top 4 guys did run out of gas, but still made it and still finished in the top 4. So yeah, the accidents are fun to watch, but holy moly, fuel strategy.
Oh, it was incredible. That was some, that mathematics was done to the last drop of fuel.
Yeah.
Or maybe just less than, but.
Why can't I remember who won? Was it? I think it was Ray.
My memory fails me. I was more impressed by just the general finish of the race then.
Yeah.
Oh, he got left all alone in the middle.
Wow. Right up the middle with Nate. Nobody's helping him out. That green car falling back.
No.
Row 1 fell apart. Because we started with a different row 1. And now we have Robert Breedlove leading the first lap of the race. So Nate may have qualified first, but he didn't lead a lap. No bonus points for you, Nate. It's a long race, though.
Anything could happen.
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
Getting a little bit low on the yellow there.
Robert Breedlove is hugging. Oh, no. We talked about
Below
Nate.
the yellow.
You know what that means?
We're all right.
That means there's going to be no yellow flag, and Nate.
That's a hard start.
Yeah. I'm going to put a loading screen up there. We're going to rewind that, take a quick look at that.
Well, hopefully you can catch up and get things sorted out.
I still don't have Ken's car. Big run coming out of the turn and just got hooked there by the 66. But you know what? No damage. He's going to need new tires. Definitely going to need new tires, but no body damage.
Right. Catch a lucky dog and get back up to speed there.
Yep. He's going to stay out, so he'll just keep, he'll stay on the lead lap by staying out. Back to the front of the pack here.
Yeah, I hate to see something like that happen.
But you know what? If something like that is going to happen, happens early is good.
No damage and potential to get back in there, so.
Bob Dixon. The 43 STP car, row 2 on the bottom line, returns to Thursday nights.
Oh.
Haven't seen Bob on Thursday in a while.
Going for that third line again, but there's only him and Jeff there.
Isn't it crazy how fast that changes? Where those guys are just up there chilling, and all of a sudden they're going to get run down by 3 wide racing at the front.
Right? It absolutely does. It's just shuffles around. Nobody's business.
Nope. See, now they're joining back up with that middle line again, so they're not going to fall back as fast as we initially thought.
Yeah, no, they got a few more takers and.
Mm-hmm. Talladega Nights is a NASCAR 2003 racing league. If you like what you're seeing and you want to have some fun with these guys, the links.
The Angela Balser in the chat throwing her hands up, and I'm like, I know, that's exactly what I thought when I saw that too. I'm like,
yeah.
What just happened? You were right there.
Yeah, I got a cough. You can hear me coughing, but I can mute my mic to the broadcast. So.
Oh, good. Well, then never mind.
When you hear me going crazy, only you can hear it.
That's all right. Okay.
Yeah, Angela, and I just saw what you're saying, Angela, in the chat there. She's Mrs. Balser. Oh no, front row. No way. Wow. Okay, we've got a few different accidents happening there. Is the yellow flag out? Yes, it is.
I was going to say, I think it would have been because there was middle of the track slide out there. I don't know if they got down in time, and I'm guessing they didn't.
No, and it looked like there was a wreck up the front, and then something else happened near the back. Because there was an accident up here somewhere. Oop, wrong way. I wanted to get on helicopter camera, yeah. So that's what it was. The top line going into the turn. Denny hooked on to the 21, Randy Waugh. Randy kept it straight.
Yep, he did. Absolutely. And well, a great save, matter of fact. Look at that.
Well, even Graham, look at that save. He just gets sideswiped out of nowhere. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, he kept it to the center line. And
so you know what?
That's when.
Yeah.
So then everybody, so the big one at the back was from the checkup.
Mm-hmm. Exactly right. Graham, Randy, and Denny all held it together, and that caused an overreaction a few rows back there. It looks like the 67 got punted. That would be Graham Oakes.
Right, and 74 comes up.
Oh, yeah, Outlaw bumped him. 74 took a hard hit. Yeah, that's Dave Hubbard Jr., unfortunately. I think we've got a couple of Hubbards in the chat there. He took a wallop. He took a couple of wallops, actually. I haven't used the word wallop in a while, so I had to get 3 of them in there.
Get your money's worth.
Yeah. Take that.
get you some.
We'll count the wallops.
56 to the vote.
Wallop, and just 2 wallops.
2 wallops is.
He's
yes,
not.
56.
He's all right. 856. Dan Level in the house.
How's it going?
Oh, I don't know. I was about to ask you the same thing. You guys are rolling around pretty good up front in those front the front row. So how are things looking up there, coming out of the pits?
Hold on, let me focus here just for a second. Get out on the track. I don't want to wreck anybody.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, just well, I was running really.
You're on Whisper, I can tell.
They're talking to me on Whisper. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no problem.
I was running in the, first on the outside line there, and was trying to lead me a lap, so I give me that 5 points, and it kind of, I didn't quite make it to the line before the 931, so I'll have to try to pick up that 5 points a little bit later. But I'm just going to try to keep it clean, try to run top 5, top 10, stay out of trouble back there towards the back, and I don't want to get back there. And just try to make this thing finish to the end. Last week I had a bad run, and it cost me a lot. Blew a clutch early in the race and finished dead last. So hopefully tonight will be a lot better result for me, and I'll get back in that top 12 in points.
So you are just outside the top 12 and about 15th, I believe. But John's not here, and neither is Greg. So this is you got an even better shot of getting into that the locked-in positions for the chase.
Oh yeah, I'm shooting for a top 5 and possibly a win tonight if I can get it. Always want to win, but if I can get a top 5, I should be solid in top 12 and be ready for that championship. I know I fought hard for it this year and had a bad last 5 or 6 weeks. Just been really tough to try to finish a race, getting banged up really bad. So hopefully tonight will be better.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're pulling for you. That's pretty good. So far the car is clean, so we hope it stays that way. And last week, what a crazy fuel run for the top 4, running out of gas on the last lap, but still finishing the race. And it's just anything can happen here, so it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Oh yeah, I stayed and watched the rest of that, and tried to help the guys out. And yeah, that was a wild finish. Those guys making 13 and a half laps on fuel. I don't know how they did it. I never can, but they just gassed it down and kept their throttle, at about 3/4, I guess, and saved enough fuel to make it.
Well, we were following Jeff, and he was only doing like 110 miles an hour with gas.
Hey, that's the way you got to do it sometimes. That's what it takes, is strategy,
And it works.
It comes to strategy, you got to be good at it, and they were good at it.
You got a comment on that, Jeff? I heard you laughing.
Ancient Chinese secret. I ain't gonna tell Grant Wesley or the best out there my secrets, but maybe I'll tell Dan down the road. Anyways, want to wrap this up? I think we're going to go green. Have another person I'd like to get in this Josh Toole in next interview if we can get one in.
Perfect. Yeah, if you got any quick hellos you want to say there, Dan, let her rip, and then we'll let you get back on the track.
Yeah, I just want to say hi to my beautiful wife, Bonnie, and my kids and everyone that's watching. Brad, Blaine, I want to say thanks to you guys for what you do here. This is amazing, the show that you guys put on, and, getting the attention to our, league here. And it's a pleasure racing here. I love every one of you guys. So good luck to everybody racing, and shout out to my whole family and all my friends out there.
Thanks a lot for the kind words, Dan. Always fun to call these races.
Best of luck out there.
Yeah, everybody's on the Tarnation TV. They love us, man.
I'm blushing.
Yeah.
You can't see it, but I've just turned 2 shades darker. It's fun. It's always fun to call these races, especially as you get later on in the series too. Get more and more familiar with everybody and the new faces out here as well. It's awesome, right? Come on out and give it a shot. And
yeah, race number 1's always boring. There's no math. I can't put anything on the screen. There's nothing to talk about race 1. But now that we're in the final points race, and then again, tune in on Thursday nights for the next 3 weeks, because now we're into playoff. 3 playoff races are coming up after this one's done. So it's going to be it's going to get even crazier.
Race 1 is really more for us, just to sit around and tell stories and occasionally talk about racing.
Right.
It's kind of it shouldn't really be called. I'm trying to issues like the Blaine and Brad show with some cars in the background.
Just
hey, look at
hanging
that
out.
car. It did something. Otherwise, hey, back to your story. So tell me how you got struck by lightning.
Oh, that was a good one. I got one of them.
You find out all sorts of stuff. We get some deep cuts on here. That's from last week, a real deep cut.
Yeah. Oh, that was a day. That was a fun day. Yeah, I'll throw those dates back up on the screen there. The Canon HINNANT race and Gun Violence 100. Brian Wolf, every year we put together a tribute race for Canon HINNANT. You see in brackets, the qualifying race will be held on September the 2nd, so that'll be a super short broadcast. I think we're going to broadcast it. Might just be Brian and I. It's only going to probably be like a half-hour broadcast. We're going to kind of do it, I think, going to piggyback with a shake and bake race to fill out the grid because it's an invitational. Brian's races are always an invitational, but he doesn't invite 40 people. He invites like 25, and then he fills the last 10 spots with a little qualifying race. So 20 guys will join, only 10 will make it in. So that'll be kind of fun to do that. And of course, Josh too has a league. The Josh's Eggs Touring Series with the SMO simulators, SMO simulation. They're racing at SMO Speedway, which is a really cool track. And they've hired us to broadcast a race in their series. So as we expand, if you want to tune in on the 25th of September, it is a Monday night. It's 8:45, because we always go live a half hour before green, and their green flags fly at 9:15. So thanks, Josh, for
awesome.
and everybody over at the SMO headquarters for showing some interest in Tarnation TV. And of course, as the Shake and Bake series and the Fast and Furious Truck series come to a close here at Talladega Nights as the seasons come to an end, Flat Out Racing Network has been hired. So Seth Cole will be following, will be broadcasting those races here as well. So if you like Talladega Nights Racing League, if Tarnation TV's not broadcasting it, Seth Cole with Flat Out Racing, he'll be doing it. So it's going to be a busy September.
Looks like it. Lots of dates and lots of racing.
Yeah, and once I put that schedule together, I looked at it and I almost had to go for a long walk off a short pier. I was like, what have I done to myself?
It's too much for one man.
It's like, my best friend Brad isn't going to be my best friend anymore. I'm going to work him to death, and he's not going to come back.
We're going to be no, at this point now. I'm afraid we're just business partners.
Yeah, exactly. It's strictly business, and we're just kind of annoying acquaintances.
Ever since we made the first mill, it's never been the same between us.
No, exactly. Money isn't everything, people.
Exactly.
Yes,
By the
it is.
way,
What was it? I heard
some more. Let's make another mill.
I remember hearing a quote. Somebody said Eddie Van Halen said this. He's like, money can't buy happiness, but it can buy you a boat big enough to sail right up along beside it or something.
Right?
Yeah.
It'll get you close enough.
Yeah. It'll get you a big boat and you can sail right past happiness. It'll be fine. Oh, tag the wall there to 33. Yeah.
Rubbing walls and 3 wide, and even though they're only 4 deep, they're holding that middle line. Something fierce.
And the 043 there of Brian level does have a lap lead. They're kind of neck and neck all the way around this track. And he does have a lap lead on the score clock, and so does Randy Waugh.
We got YouTube chatter from NASCAR Nation saying hello, and we'll say hello right back to you.
Hello, NASCAR Nation, number 3 avatar, Dale Sr.
Seems to be potentially a new viewer. I am not familiar with that username.
No, well, hopefully you're enjoying the race. Oh, they're going to bail on the 043. They left him hanging.
Oh, I thought he was going to... From that view, I thought he was getting really close to the Tide car there. I thought they were getting... Nope. But he had lots of room.
Crazy how quickly that changes. From first to sixth in literally half a second. Randy looking for somewhere to go here. He's in the middle line. He's on the top line. He's still right there in like row, what's that look like? Like row 4 maybe.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to choose what line to run when you're in the middle the middle's the fastest, but if nobody's there with you, you know.
Quite an array of colors out there. Those cars are. It's a good mix.
Yep. Shout out to the painters, and now they're going to leave Randy hanging completely. Gary Mingus in third place there, the 29 of Brian Wolf in that Black Fluid Studios car, in cahoots with him on a bunch of stuff.
Yes, he's the one who gave us the cool graphics for the South Park, and then you punch those ones up in the AI, and then you made them more fanciful.
Yeah, it gave me the idea to just keep pushing the South Park thing. But look who's behind the 29.
It never even occurred to me to use that until he did it. I'm like, of course, why not? That's amazing.
Yep. There's a lot of things about the AI art and the music and stuff, but you know what? If it's a lot of fun, it's a lot of fun. So, like I said, look who's behind that 29, Nate Balser.
Back on track. He got it sorted out, hey?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing he was able to capitalize on that lucky dog and made his way back up to the front of the back.
I don't believe he needed a lucky dog. I believe that yellow came out before he was a lap down.
Oh, okay.
I'd have to go back and check, but
so he just got back on track from. I thought he would have been too far back. Mind you, that yellow would have probably helped him
tighten him up,
catch up. Yeah.
Yep. Wow! I just noticed the 41 car has retired.
Oh no! Wasn't in the wreck?
Yeah, our series leader Denny Karl has retired for a piston engine problem, piston related.
Okay, that being said, now if you got the stats hand, because I can't think of it at the moment, he had a significant lead. Like he's going to be okay with this.
Yeah, I mean, I actually had a graphic thrown up here to put on Denny's car. Number 40, it is right now. Number 41, Denny Karl, first overall with 1,088 points. He's the only driver to have over 1,000 points. 7 starts, 6 top 10 finishes. And race 2, he finished in 17th.
All right, and second place is at 981. So, in theory, if they got second place is able to secure a win or in the top 15, 20, he might be able to bump him out. But oh man,
I mean, Denny has no problem getting into the chase. It's just a shame.
No, absolutely. After a spectacular season to end up going out with a blown piston like that, like just the bad luck of the draw, I suppose, with the NASCAR emulator when it decides that it's time for you to throw a rod, then
it's gone.
Look out.
Away goes your camshaft. It's out there in the field in row 15.
Any word from the pit crew if there was the Solon's crew was monkeying with his car before the race? I don't want to cast aspersions, but those guys are a rowdy bunch in that red van.
If you're going to shred a motor, sometimes out of turn 2 is where it's going to happen. I would blame the Sullins Winnebago.
Right, if they're chucking nuts into the intake there, trying to get nuts and bolts in there, and all of a sudden one of those gets into the piston, because you know that happens.
Gary Mingus to the front with a big push from the 388. Here comes, who's that? Ulysses Sandoval merging back in from pitting. They're going to have to navigate Ulysses right now. He's going to stay out of the way. I believe that. No, who is that? I don't know who that is. Robert Breedlove dominating this race. He's got 11 laps led. Just got absolutely railroaded by that high line. Gary Mingus has a lap led, and he looks like he might even lead 2. He's coming up to the second lap here, possibly.
He's got that dialed in, and they both do. There's look like, no one's giving an inch out there, and
and there it is again, another lead change. So it'll be down level now. He led that lap,
right?
So he will get hit. He was talking about leading one. There it is.
Split to 3 and back again. They're almost 4 wide at that point. 25 if you count all of them.
Yeah, exactly. I was just going to see who that blue car was back there.
Maybe 4.5. I don't know, but it was pretty haywire there. The blue one was back.
It is Ulysses. I couldn't remember. He did change his car. That's why I just want to double check that.
It used to be the minty green.
Yeah. Graham McDonald right now has to yield to the pack as they come flying by him. Graham just came out of the pits, and he's going to need some drafting buddies to get back up to speed.
Yeah, try and snag onto that.
He's gaining speed now, so as long as he's able to pick up there, you see the 66 of Ken Huntsberry. Again, I don't have his car file. We've had some problems with the car file uploads the last couple of weeks, and any cars that got messed up, I haven't been able to fix because the car file manager's messed up.
Oh no, that's I always
Ken's the
seem to
only
have
one.
one almost every race that for whatever reason it would be just a hiccup or something that would cause it to. Sometimes too, it wasn't uncommon. I don't know what it would have been, but
Yeah. Currently focused on
low for the pits here.
Yep, we're bailing out for pitting. Currently focused on that number 091 car there, Sean Dotson, Quaker State.
Yes, so the lap 20 these guys are heading off on, so they're at least due for one more. If these guys can make it last 18 laps, then we're gonna have to look in their fuel tanks and make sure everything is.
We're gonna have to go to their houses and check their executables because they would have a hacked executable if they can make it. If they can make it on a 3 times frequency, like 20 laps, it's not gonna happen. Like 17 laps, it's impossible.
Or they're just constantly clutching.
I mean, yeah, you need somebody constantly pushing you.
You shut your car off and just let it coast while you're getting pushed by your buddies.
There we go. Majority of the cars are now pitting.
Oh,
Javier
no.
Negron lost control. He's locking them up.
Oh, okay, not yellow. But
Okay, so the 97 right there of Pat McCarskey will definitely get a penalty on that one.
Oh, okay. What happened there? I was watching the goings on the field.
Unsafe. That'll probably be a black flag for unsafe pit entry because you see that pylon? That's the commitment cone. He's on the wrong side of it.
What do they give him for that? Like 30 seconds on, a slap on the wrist, or does he get a lap, or what's the penalty for?
Under green, that'll probably be a drive-through penalty.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or
that was crazy.
I mean, he saved it. So, I mean, you just take the penalty, I guess. I don't know. He might not get one. I've seen stranger things happen. Trying to get back on the right cameras here. I'm stuck in camera limbo. There we go.
There we are.
All these guys getting back up to speed now.
Painted up the track real nice.
Craig Hagley. Garland Oaks moving slow on the
no,
pits.
He shredded gear.
He may have shredded a gear. He may have ran out of gas.
Oh, you imagine?
Oh, he got put back in his pit stall. It's possible. The closer you can get to your pit stall, your tow truck will take less time. There's a race off pit road here for...
Oh, so they will tow you back there?
Yeah. When you click tow,
Penalty
it just pops you back in an encounter. No penalty for calling for a tow truck. No.
Okay.
There's a time penalty. It puts you back in your pits, and then a timer will start because it's kind of emulating how long it would take them to physically tow you back.
Gotcha. I was going to say, yeah. So it's not like you can't use it to your advantage. It's more of a last ditch.
No. Yeah. If you're out here on the back straight, it'll be like a 3-minute. You'd be sitting in the pits for 3 minutes, and that's a nightmare on a track this fast.
Right.
So currently it's showing Alex Moe at first. Let's see here. That is going to change.
I was going to say that's probably around the last. Probably the lap change, right?
Yeah, it's it took a couple laps before that ticker rolling across the top of your screen will be proper. Brian Wolf being scored in second place with Keith Bynum in first. A lot of guys have led laps today, man. Alex Moe led one. Bynum. Chris Elliott's got one. Robert Breedlove's got 11. Randy Waugh. Chris Elliott, I said that. Brian Lovell, Dan Lovell, Bob Dixon, Gary Mingus, Garland Oaks, and even Denny Carroll, who's no longer even in the race. He's even got a lap led, too. So many lead changes.
Jockeying for position, right? Like, all of a sudden, 2 guys move to one line, then 4 move to the next, and then all of a sudden, that line is like 5 deep, and they're blowing by everybody.
Yep.
Meanwhile, you happen to just be in the middle where everybody was, and they no longer are, and now you're SOL.
Yep.
Which it stands for shoot out of luck. That's
Yeah.
A lot of people say it the bad way, but that's not actually how it's said. It's
actually Samantha Oliver Leonard.
That's the origins, yeah. But I wasn't going to go back to the Celtic roots of it.
Right. They're angry.
Go back to the time of the Aztec, where it originated.
Yeah.
What happened when you drop one of those big pyramid stones on your foot or yourself? You were SOL. That's originally. I also believe it's if I'm not mistaken, it's Spanish for sun. Like,
you know what? Yep.
Sun in the sky. Yes. The more you know.
The more you need the rainbow to go across. The more you know. With the big star on the end of it. Rainbows and stars. That should be our new logo.
Just how we roll.
Yeah. So multiple packs here now. Ken Huntsbury there in pack with being led by Mr. Hubbard Jr. Dave Hubbard Jr. in the 74. Dirt Fish. Never heard of that. Awesome paint job. Blue, yellow, that's not yellow, that's orange. Blue and orange look amazing together.
You say birdfish? Is that what it is?
Dirtfish.
Oh,
no.
No.
It just clipped Ken. Ken got a little bit of Randy in the corner. So there's a pack of 4. There's a pack of 5 right here being led by Josh's Eggs in the 85. Right behind him, good pastor, Ulysses, Jeff Dixon, and Larry D. Looks like his...
You're talking about Josh's Eggs. His name is on Facebook. Josh's Eggs Facebook.
Yep. Same guy. joshseggs.co if you want to check out the website.
.co, right? Mm-hmm.
Yep. And he has hired us to call a race on the 25th of September. So come join us at his league Monday nights.
You know what the coolest part about that is? I've never actually been paid in eggs before, and this is going to be amazing. I'm going to have scrambled. I
have so many eggs. The website's cool. He's got all the pictures of the chickens on the eggs. Like the chickens have their own profiles.
Right?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I'd like to know where my eggs come from.
I want to know if he messes around and then they name the chickens. Like I'd be like Henrietta.
Oh.
Hennifer, you know? Like, come on.
Oh, yeah, I got to have some. I don't have any chicken pun related names. I know I've bought a rooster named Dick, but
yeah, most of them are though.
Sorry, Richard, I guess is probably the given name, but
Richard the rooster.
That's what I always asked the rooster when I would see him. I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like, do you prefer, what's the joke now?
I don't know, but you're dropping the ball on that joke.
I dropped the ball big time. So I only heard it once before, but I thought it was really funny when we had an old manager. His name Richard. He's like, "Do you like Richard or do you prefer Dick?" That's what it was. And
nice. Yeah, that's a perfect one. It's a great way to do it because you can't get in trouble for that.
Yeah, he didn't find it very funny, but he was kind of a jerk.
Yeah. So the pack is a little bit broken up, not too bad. Most of these guys after this green flag pit stop are actually getting back up into this main pack, led by Keith Bynum in the 63 car.
We had the early pits at lap 20.
Yeah, 20 or 22 or so, yeah.
2021, I think, was when the first group had peeled off. So we got another probably 3-4 laps before they're in.
Yeah, I don't believe anybody can make it to the end without having to pit for fuel again.
No, I don't think there's any pits. I said that last time too, and it got burnt me, so I don't want to be so confident, but I guess we will find out soon enough.
Keith Bynum is really holding Brian Wolf behind him.
He's driving his mirrors for sure, keeping him there.
Yeah. And you don't want to be, at least I don't want to be in first on the last lap.
No, that's a lot of pressure.
Oh, here we go.
All right, so 30, so that's going to give him more than enough time. Get
so
some
Bynum,
fuel in there.
Wolf, Outlaw, Dixon, and D all on pit road right now. Speaking of roosters, by the way, if you heard in the driver introductions, Ulysses the Wrecking Ball Sandoval gave himself a new nickname. Ulysses the Red Rooster Sandoval.
Well, that's pretty cool. That's,
so maybe
what a coincidence. When I just went through the bin of old computer stuff tonight that the kids had, I found this old Amazon gaming computer that lights up RGB, and in the middle of it, it's got a little sticker of a red dragon.
Ooh.
No, it's not a rooster, but maybe
close enough.
That was the sign. The red dragon, red rooster.
It's
Chinese
all
mythology.
coming together tonight. Oh, is Javier Negron going to be able to lead a lap?
Everybody's getting a turn. Fantastic.
Oh, wait a second. These aren't the leaders.
What? I've been lied to.
Wait a second. 16th. It's.
I'm guessing that's got to be a.
How does it have Javier in 16th?
We'll go around once we get past the checkered and see what it says then.
Yeah, my stats aren't showing him. He's got to be a lap down then. It doesn't show him a lap down. Oh, I know. He must be on the cusp of being lapped. He's at the end of the lead lap right now.
Oh,
that's what it is. Because if it's showing him on the lead lap, he's leading these, like he's not leading these laps, but he's in front of Dan and Brian and
Then
Robert.
you go back one position, then you'll find.
Yeah, now he's in 14th, and then right beside him is first place, second place, third place, fourth place. So that makes sense.
Okay.
I thought I was having some problems there for a second.
Team.
Yeah, I need to figure out what is going on right now.
All the time.
Oh, we've gone through
This
so
is
many.
a toxic workplace. This is not a good place to work for.
No, you don't want to work for Tarnation TV.
We don't
unless
have
your
an
name
HR
is.
department by design.
You know what, though? I think we fired the HR department, to be honest.
That's why I think we had them at 1.2, but then we're like, the HR keeps hiring all these jerks. What's the deal? And then we had to fire HR. And ever since then, yeah, we still get jerks. I don't know.
There's
Sound guys,
4
video
more
guys,
cars.
internet guys. Whoever installed this game on my computer is a real jerk. I can't get it to run anymore either. Even after reinstalling it,
So just 4 guys peeling off to the pits right there. A lot of very interesting pit stops. I'm keeping a wide camera angle here because we're not 100% sure. Here's the main pack here, but it's broken up. So you've got Robert Breedlove in first again.
Mm-hmm.
Right behind him in second place is Chris Elliott. Right behind him in 13th is Garland Oakes. Behind him in third, Alex Moe. So we're still in the middle of a cycling pit stops here. Robert Breedlove in that Firehouse Submarine Sandwich car will lead another lap. That'll be 16 for him today. I think it's safe to say he's going to get we got yellow flag conditions. Ooh. This is interesting.
So this is lap 34.
Yeah.
So race back.
A bunch of cars.
Oh, no. Larry D just got... He can't catch a break.
Oh, man, I know. I just saw that.
Every race for the last 3 or 4 races now, like I'm making a point of calling out. I'm like...
Under yellow, though, he's fine. He'll be able to retake his position.
Okay.
We're going to go back and take a look at that to see what was the cause of the yellow. But I'm curious now if Breedlove has to pit, because it's only showing me that he has pit only twice this entire race, and so has Nate Balser.
And so remember, though, it's doable to only pit twice in a race and win every 13 laps, right? Because that would take us to 39 under ideal circumstances. With a couple yellows, it's fully doable as long as he tanked up fully each time.
Yeah, you're right. And he got and did he get a full run out of each tank as well? Because if you go in early under a yellow, it's going to mess up your math. It looks like he might be staying out.
I think he's got I'm guessing he must have the math dialed in.
I think you're right. He might be able to make it. I'll take a look at pit road here and see if anybody else is going to go.
Got a big old ding on the driver's door. So if you're going to look for that one, you'll probably find part of the.
Do we have a car out of fuel? I believe it looks like
get that
Josh. Josh 2.
56 to the booth.
Oh, he's getting a shove.
Hey.
Hey, 56.
56, what's up? Hey, Josh, we're looking at you right now. You're at a guess.
Yeah, I think that has messed my race up.
Ah, man, but that's so cool that Mr. Graham McDonald is behind you, giving you a shot.
Yeah, I was going to be okay, and the yellow messed me up.
Oh, right. You can't see that coming.
I know, but we'll see what happens. I don't actually know what's about to happen, but we'll see.
Yeah, under yellow, that you never know, man. Guys could be out there. Breedlove decided to stay out. He's only pit twice this entire race. So it's interested to say the least how this will end up again. As is tradition on Thursday nights, apparently.
Yeah, I know.
Thursday night fuel races.
You know, I'm worried about the playoffs. You know, I think I have the most wins of the series, but I've been on that bubble.
You're in, though. You are in. As long as you have a win and you're in the top 20, you will get into the chase next week. So as of right now, you're good to go. But you need to be in the top 20. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, man. Brad and I looking forward to joining you guys on the 25th there.
Yeah.
Oh, can't wait. I'm super excited. You guys do such great work. We just appreciate you. I brag about you guys to everybody.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
Shucks.
Exactly, right?
Yeah. I got the new, you inspired me. You know, when you said josheseggs.com, .com was not available, so I got .co. And you guys actually inspired that. So.
Yeah, you know what? And branding your stuff and getting a URL like that, it's not really expensive.
No.
Right.
Like tarnationtv.com for the year is like $12.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
You need
I
a
owe you
hosting.
$6.
Right, exactly. You need a hosting package as well. But even at the end of the day, if it's $40, it's not that bad for a simple website.
Right.
Right. Get your name out there.
That's right. So you guys inspired that in that broadcast. So
that's awesome, dude. Yeah. Yeah, hit it up then. josheseggs.co.
That's right. There you go. And I have to say, I'm driving the Danny Hardy tribute car, and that's really special. So I appreciate you guys interviewing me and with his number on the hood. Really special.
We can see that there. Yeah, we got it down the corner of the broadcast. Right now it's covered up, obviously, because we're in live in-car radio mode, but we're running his number down the bottom as well. Mr. Hardy.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. It's been an interesting race, though. I had kind of hoped it would go green, but I don't know. These guys up here, I see a lot of cars that are not good on fuel. So I don't really know what's going to happen.
I'm wondering right now, because what do you think, Jeff? Do you think these lights are going to go off, or are we done?
Well, I think we're done. We got a lot of cars. I think we're done. We're about 1.5 laps away from this ending this, so we might want to get Josh back up there so we can get back up there and listen to all the commotion.
All right, then. Thanks for joining us, Josh. And yeah, we'll catch you later, man. You got any quick shout-outs you want to do? Let her rip.
Just to you guys in this series. Appreciate all you guys and everybody that's listening. Go to josheseggs.co. C-O.
Awesome. Thanks, buddy. Good luck.
Thanks.
We will go focus on the pace car right now to see if these lights go off. We could have a one-lap shoot. Or will we have a one-lap shootout? Wait a second.
Hopefully.
No, we're not going to have a one-lap shootout because the lights would be off already. Yeah, so the race is done. Because what would happen right now, if the lights go off now, we're starting lap 38 right now. So this is going to be the final lap.
Well, Alex Moe takes it then.
Yeah, it looks like Alex Moe.
Followed by?
But we've got cars going to the pits. These guys are seriously going to run out of fuel. So maybe that was good for Josh. If these guys are actually forced to... I wonder, are these guys actually forced to...
Got a splash just to get over the line?
I wonder, I'm going to get in drone mode here.
Not too high, you know how I feel about heights.
Yeah. You think I can get over that tower?
Oh, I hope not. I'll close my eyes.
I think I can make it.
Oh, I see how you fly in Ghost Recon. Scary, scary.
So to me, those guys had to pit. I don't know why I'm getting lag on the drone.
Oh, I took it out before and I forgot to charge the batteries. My bad.
Yeah. And the drone crashed.
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, lights are still on, so the race is done. So yeah, Alex Moe, your race winner, clutching.
Followed by Mr.
I
Elliott.
wonder. Yes, so those guys, they had to pit for gas, even though the race is basically home stretching right now.
Well, that Jeff qualified in second and finished in second.
Yeah. Race isn't over yet. We know how these guys love to take this fuel right to the limit. So even though this race is under yellow right now, half of the field had to pit under pacing. Even in yellow flag conditions, not enough gas to make it to the end. Josh ran out. We saw that. Graham was nice enough to push him to the end, or push him into his pit stall. So some of these guys could still... They're wrecking in the back. There's a car upside down.
Oh,
no big deal.
I saw that.
There's two cars upside down.
There's another one rolling.
There's more cars upside down. This is an absolute
ham?
disaster.
That's got to be like, that had to be on purpose, right? Somebody had to be goofing around. Like,
I don't know. It could have been a car running out of fuel.
oh, maybe. But I mean, they're only doing what, 90?
Sometimes when you're going slower, the banking on this track will flip you.
Oh yeah.
The track's sometimes the banking's so steep that the car will roll. Well, it looks like Alex made it.
There it is.
He's
Big
gonna have to.
old smoke show.
Yep, he's gonna have to do his burnout right now probably. So we should probably get on him and give him that flag, because they might not have enough gas to get around the track.
Oh, yeah, that might have been it. That was it.
He's done.
No time for flags. No time for, celebration and grandeur.
I'll back it up. We'll do it again. we gotta do it. Okay. Right there. Technology. We can just hit the rewind button.
Oh, so you can make the flag appear then.
I'm the one that does that. Yeah, it's
Oh, gotcha.
So there you go. Congratulations to your race winner, Alex Moe.
Right. So we had Alex Moe, Mr. Elliott, and who we have in third?
Currently going to check that right now as I save up my replays. I'll get him at the line here just so we can confirm. Come on, guys, hurry up. I want to see. I'm just fast forward in the replay here so I can see who actually got to the line. Yeah, we can do that as well. So it looks like we've got Alex Moe in first, Jeffrey Elliott in 12th.
What the what?
Dan in second.
Okay.
Brian in third. So yeah, it's very mixed up because the cars were lapped down and stuff like that.
Yeah, let's go back
curious
here.
What
I want to see what. Look at this is chaos. Okay, everything's straight right here.
Yeah, something happened with Garland Oaks in the 67. His brakes locked up. You see his rear brake locked up. I gotta get onto an actual fixed camera here.
How did this happen to me? What happened in real life?
I don't know.
Was a bee flew around my head and I panicked and I just like stomped on all the pedals and I waved my arms crazily.
And then it barrel rolled Mike. I don't know what happened to Garland. That's very strange. His brakes locked completely. Well then. Another exciting race at Talladega Nights.
Pretty dramatic from down the road.
Yeah, especially from the angle we were on because we were looking at
smoke and rollovers.
Yeah, we're talking about the winter, and then all of a sudden there's like a monster truck race going on, crushing cars and all that fun stuff.
Right. How about it?
Gracious me. Well, another fantastic race. And we'll just get your loading screen here. We'll get some statistics up. Of course, these are unofficial results. We can kind of take a look at this and maybe do some quick math and see what's going on here. I get my exports pulled up here. This will also be displayed on the broadcast. So only one, let's see, we got No Fuel, Breedlove. Oh my goodness. Robert Breedlove led all those laps, dominated that race, and actually ended up in 26th position, ran out of gas 3 laps to the end. Graham McDonald was still under power, but didn't have enough laps to pass Robert. And of course, Denny Carroll's out with a piston failure. But Alex Mo with the win, Dan Lovell in second, Brian Lovell in third, Randy Waugh in fourth. So let's see if any of those bubble guys were up there, because Bynum was dominating too. So Bynum got a 5th place finish. And Bynum was the first driver outside the bubble.
Right.
So that
he
looks
was already
like
close
Keith.
enough because he was 12th place didn't show up, right?
Yep, 12th place
I
didn't
forget.
show up, and neither did Greg. And he's in 6th or 7th.
Brian Wolf got 6th. That's a decent position, so he should be held up pretty good there.
Yeah, and then Brian with his, let me see, I know you can see my screens here, so I'll pull up the Talladega Nights points standings as they sat coming into this race. Like I said, too, these results always are
Unofficial until otherwise authorized by the fine
administration team.
Yes.
The upper echelon of Talladega Nights Racing League. Links in the description if you want to hit the website, because it is chock full of info. And I also like to say thank you to Godthorn for providing the music.
Denny Carroll got 84 points, even though for 28 is what it says there, right?
Denny Carroll got 84 points. Yes, you are correct.
So that brings him to 1172.
Yeah, he doesn't have an issue getting in.
No, not in. I was just curious to see. So Brian Wolf got 150 points. That bumps him up over 50. That's 1130. So he's still fine there, right? But yeah, so John Godfrey being out at 855, keep buying them for sure. It's in at this point, if I'm not mistaken. Assuming everything there's no. They'll find an extra long fuel line or some Saskatchewan goose grease on his axles. He'll be all right.
Right, post-race inspection, and once they review the replays, but I didn't see anything really that would be penalized today. So I think Godfrey is definitely out because he didn't show up. Bynum will probably get that spot. I think you're right. Robert Breedlove, man, right there in 14th position, dominates that race and ran out of gas. That's horrible because that would have got him in because it would have been 185 points for him. No kidding. If he would have won today's race with the most laps led, he would have had 185 points, and that would have launched him right over Godfrey.
Gosh, 200 for this is going to be insane. I'm just looking at these numbers here.
Yeah, it's very close.
I'm going to be paying close attention to this tomorrow to see what it is because Ulysses at 839, he had a good finish at 14th.
56 to the boot.
121 points. I don't know, man. I can't
It's
math
close.
this hard.
Yeah, there's a lot of math going on right now. I think for sure we know that Keith is going to make it in. And then there's definitely some other stuff going on there too. Yes, 56, go ahead.
Yes, we have we got some things we got to figure out on the final of that race. I was down there with you guys when all this happened during the yellow. I should have been up there. But our rules state under yellow, 10 to go, anybody a lap down must pit. That's if it goes back to green, not yellow. We knew this race was going to finish. Half of us knew it was going to finish under yellow. Some people didn't. And some of the admins or someone told the drivers they must pit, although they might have had to pit anyways, but some didn't have to pit. So it's a little mix-up. We're going to figure this out. we're going to go by the exports for now. The top 10 are correct. So if you want to work starting with Randy, but we have Bob Dixon's factoids. You ready for them?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Junior.
All right, Mr. Bob Dixon's in the house.
Dave
Bob.
did a 47.785 second
Bob.
lap. Yeah.
I brought you to the broadcast first. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were down there, up there doing that. Can you do the broadcast first?
Sure.
All right.
Hey, Bob, nice to see you again, man. So I guess we got the factoids of the night.
Yep. Here we go with it. Top 5 fastest laps. An honorable mention was Robert Breedlove. In 5th place was Outlaw. Outlaw did a 47.912 second lap. That's 199.867 mile per hour, lap 3. All top 5 fastest laps were on lap 3. In 4th place was Garland Oaks. Garland did a 47.894 second lap. That's 199.942 mile per hour. 3rd was Brian Wolf. Wolfie did a 47.805 second lap. That's 200.314 mile per hour. 2nd was Pack. Alex did a 47.790 second lap. That's 200.377 mile per hour. And the fastest lap of the night goes to Dave Hubbard Jr. Dave did a 47.785 second lap. That's 200.398 mile per hour, all on lap 3. The most laps led was Robert Breedlove at 17. Keith Bonham did 7. Alex Moe 4. Dan Lavelle 4. Garland Oaks 2. Denny Carroll 1. Brian Lavelle 1. Gary Mingus 1. And Chris Elliott 1. And that's your factoids of the night.
Thank you very much, Bob.
Appreciate you covering, Blaine.
Yeah, man, it's good to see you again. I know you usually don't race on Thursdays, but that's cool to see you out here. And a lot of laps led by a lot of different drivers tonight. That's wild.
Yep. Okay.
Awesome, man. Thank you very much. And sorry for pulling you out of the driver's room there, so we'll let you go back up there and give them the factoids.
I got it. I'm an admin.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Bob Dixon, thank you very much for the factoids, because he is the man with the statistics. All right, let's grab Randy Waugh, number 4th place position. Not in alphabetical order. The 21 car of Randy Waugh in the booth, Tarnation TV. You got me?
Yeah, Blaine, how's it going?
Oh, man, what a crazy little fuel race. And I guess Jeff was telling us there was some miscommunication there on pit strategies and whatnot, but you got 4th, so you don't care.
Yeah, I think I benefited a little bit from some of that chaos, but I'm glad to get it.
Yeah, 4th place finish. You were in 9th coming into this race, so you're I would say you are in the chase, sir.
Yeah, I've got a win in this series, so I'm already in the chase, but it's also nice to be higher in the points too.
Right, yeah, the second race of the season, winning that thing.
Yeah, I was trying to do it again tonight, but just didn't fall that way.
Yeah, with all the shenanigans there at the end, there was like some rollovers going on in the back of the pack, and I know some more crazy fuel strategy with cars running out of gas. Josh ran out of gas, but got a push back to his pit stall, and we can't keep track of this. The track's too big, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We can't cover the whole entire thing.
Yeah, that caution came out at a bad time. Dan, Brian, and I had pitted, and it came out as we were coming off pit road, and it put us a little farther back. If we had waited one more lap, I think we might have been up there in the front. But it was some confusion on, if lap cars should have pitted, and some did, some didn't, and so I don't think that affect the points, but or the finish. But there might have been one car that pitted because he thought he was going to run out of gas. But in all, it was a good race. It was fun, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun to call. Anything can happen, and no crazy catastrophic accidents today, which was also nice to see. We like when it comes down to pit strategy and just straight up racing.
Yep. And I'm racing with a little heavy heart tonight. My grandson's wrestling team, one of their wrestling buddies passed away Tuesday. He was only about 15 years old, and it's just really sad. And they're going through a hard time right now, and I just want to send out prayers to them and their family.
Yeah, that's horrible. That's too bad. Wrestling, like the perfect. Like it sounds like he would have been a physically fit kid too. Like, I mean, and 15. I hate that.
Yeah. I don't. They haven't said, but it might have been on purpose. We don't know yet. But I just feel bad for the family and my grandsons because they're taking it hard.
Yeah, it's
a hard time.
No, you don't even have words for something like that. Somebody's so young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, best of luck, man, because that's, be there for the kids, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. I'm here anytime they need me.
Sorry,
let me
Brad,
do a shout out real quick to some people. Shout out to my son, Corey Waugh. He's going to be watching this with me this weekend, and I know he's going to be excited. And shout out to my son, Christian, and my grandsons, Adrian, Asher, and Asa. And then also to Tyler's family. And shout out to you guys for doing such a great job and this league. I really love racing here and hope I can continue to run up front and get a couple more wins.
Right on, man. Yeah, it's always fun watching, that's for sure. So, yeah, thanks for joining us. And just missed the podium, but like I say, it doesn't matter. You're locked into the chase, so these next 3 races are going to be amazing.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I hope we have some good hard racing and best man win.
That's the stuff, man. All right, buddy. Well, thanks a lot for talking to us, and have yourself a good night.
Thank you, sir. You too. You have a great weekend.
Sorry, Brad, I was stepping on you back there.
No, nothing. Just if that's what it is. If it's never good, no matter what the case when the kids go like that. But say for that, anyone that's listening out there, if you have a hard time, it's just get some help and talk to somebody if you can. I know it's not always easy and it's not as cut and dry, but
no,
for God's sake, just talk to someone. It doesn't have to be the only option. So just remember that. You can give us a show, give a counselor a show. If you're having a hard time, talk to somebody, reach out if you're able to. Again, it's not like just go do it, but if you can, or if you're hearing this and someone's like, oh man, you got hard times.
And we don't even know if that was the situation, but it is a good point to make because it does happen a lot, and it happens a lot, and it's a shame how much it actually happens. Yeah.
It's no harm in talking about your feelings. Go see a counselor. Go see a therapist. I've seen a counselor before. Hard stuff on my heart and my mind, and I had to get it off there.
Hey, Blaine, I brought you back. We don't have third place. He had more important things to do, apparently. So, Dan, you're in second, right?
Yes.
Okay, and Blaine, if you can grab Alex for the final, I'd appreciate it.
Cool, no problem.
Thanks, bud.
Mr. Dan, second place finish.
Yes, sir. I'm telling you, if I would have waited one more lap to pit there, I believe I'd have took the win on that one. I was iffy. I still had 3 laps of fuel left, so I could have went in any time on those with about 6 or 7 to go. And I said, nobody's pitting right now. Let's, call it on turn 3 and jump in here real quick, guys, my teammates, and see if we can, get out front here. And then the caution come out right while we were coming out of the pits. So it's kind of a stinker there. I could have probably had a win, but, second place, I ain't complaining. I led some laps, probably got me back in the points chase, no doubt. So I'm happy.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the win. You would have been locked into the chase with a win being in the top 20. You're currently just on the outside, but that win will put in points. Will put you up into 1,014 points. I'm looking at the guys in front of you. Robert Breedlove, he finished almost last. Unfortunately, he ran out of fuel. But Keith had a really good finish too. He ended up in 5th. So this should be tight, man, for the points. So we hope you get in there for the chase.
Yeah, my calculations, if I was doing the points, crunching numbers last night on it, and I was like, if I can lead at least one lap and finish 4th or better, I should make it back into the top 12 around 11th place. So I'm hoping my calculations were right.
Yeah, and if your calculations were right, then you got 1 lap led, so that's all you need, the 5 bonus points. Is it 5 or 1? I think it's 5.
5 points, yeah, for leading.
It is 5. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I'm doing numbers on Keith Bynum here. What's he got? 160 points.
I just want to speak a little bit for Brian, my cousin, as well. He had a remarkable finish there. Finished 3rd. Did a good job pushing me throughout the race. Him and Randy stayed pretty much right there with me after Denny blew up. And you got to have teammates, so I appreciate them guys too. They definitely paid in on me getting that 2nd place finish. So, like I said, I'm happy where I finished. Some of those guys look like that were running up there on the lead lap with us hadn't pitted yet, and they were running out of fuel, so they had to go down pit road under caution, and I gained about 3 more spots. So, unfortunate for them, but thank God it happened for me. So
yeah, it's the thing. It's got to happen to somebody, right? Yeah, I just did some quick math on Keith, and he apparently is 3 points under you. So you might make it in, he might not. Of course, like I said, all these results are still unofficial, but it's definitely going to be close, and that's what makes it so awesome racing with, all you guys are all so competitive and all is so close, and all these little things can happen. Like you said, yellow comes out split second later, you would have made it into pits and got your stop done, and so many things can happen.
Yeah, I was fighting and clawing in that one, Blaine. I got kind of hung out to dry a couple of times and went from top 5 back into like 15th, and I had to struggle to get back up there, and just pit strategy and working with my teammates, and clawed back up there to the top spot, and I was holding that until I pitted, and just like I said, I wish I could have got the win. I believe I would have if that caution hadn't have come out, but caution come out at the worst time it could. But still ain't complaining about 2nd. If it gets me in the points for the chase, I'll be there fighting for that.
That'll be fun to watch, man. Always cool. Yeah, the points look like, from the numbers that Brad and I have been running since this race has been done, based off what you guys entered this race with, it's going to be down to literally 1s and 2s. Like, that's how close it's going to be.
Yeah, I was hoping Alex would pull into the pits there and give me that win. Dirty dog. But if I could have got that win right there, it would have solidified it. But yeah, if my calculations are right, I believe I'm going to make it in, just eat my way into the championship, I hope. If not, I'll be working with my teammates trying to help one of them win it. That's
the great thing too. Yeah, you got so many good teammates that you're always going to show up and just work together to help the guy who needs it, or help the guy who is there. But yeah, we hope you make it in. We hope everybody makes it in, and we hope everybody shows up, because it's always a lot of fun to call.
Oh yeah, it's fun to race here. These guys are a great group of guys, really good competitive racers. Like I said, everything you get at this in this league, you have to fight and claw for every race. I mean, it's tough. Good group of guys. Love them all, and just want to give a shout out to my family, my beautiful wife Bonnie, and my kids, and that are watching the race and commenting. Just give them all my best, and try to get out here and put on the best performance I can for them every week. So thanks to you guys, and thanks to my family.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Dan. Yeah, there's always a lot of Stone Gap chatter in the YouTube, so you guys got your whole fan club in there.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Brad, I stepped on you there again. What were we going to say?
Not at all. Just saying, thanks to you too. It's always fun watching you guys race, and another entertaining one this evening, down to the fuel and everything else. So
awesome. Hope we put on a good show for you, and I put on a good show for you guys. I was trying to keep it clean and get to the end. Yeah, didn't work out exactly the way I wanted to, but I'm happy.
Yeah, next Thursday we come back, and all the guys who are locked into that those final spots for round number 1. It could be 12, it could be 15, 16 drivers. We'll just have to wait and see the official results. If there's any ties, because it could be more than 12 people easily I think we have Craig Hagley who does the artwork for the spoilers. You guys will have custom neon green spoilers, so it'll be a lot easier for Brad and I to see what's going on.
Awesome. All right, guys. We appreciate what you guys do every week. You know, you guys are awesome. Y'all guys put on a good broadcast. We really appreciate you. You know, speaking as a driver and as an admin here, it wouldn't be the same without you guys. It really wouldn't. We really appreciate you.
Thanks a lot, Dan. That means a lot.
Thanks. You bet.
Have a good night, buddy. We'll see you next week. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Now we got to find the winner. The guy who won the race, number 48, Alex Moe. Not enough gas to do a burnout, but you're here in first.
I tried to give you guys a little bit of a burnout there as soon as we crossed the line, but yeah, I ran out of gas.
Blaine took care of it in post.
Yep, I did. I rewound it and did it again.
It worked.
Quick, hit rewind and put the winner's circle up there. So yeah, we got you in there. The great thing about the rewind button. If I missed
that's
it,
about all I could do.
back it up.
I only had about 3 pounds of gas.
Wow, man. 2 weeks in a row with the fuel mileage. I love this. The shortened races, they go by quicker. That's why they're shorter. That makes total sense. But it seems to be more of a fuel thing going on. There's only really been a couple massive accidents that we would determine to be like the big one out of the 8 races we've had here. The rest of it's all really pit strategy.
It's just been the timing of the cautions the past couple weeks, where we've been right on the edge of of being able to make it at the end. I was clutching it that entire last green run because I was trying to take half a can of fuel versus a full can, because that would save you about 3-4 seconds in the pits. And then when the caution came out, I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it on gas or not, so I clutched the hell out of it under caution there, and it barely made it, and even had enough to do a little bit of a burnout for you guys.
Yeah, it was funny watching it because right when you hit the line, it was instant clutch dump into a sideways drift to try to kick some smoke up, and then it ran out of fuel.
Yeah, that's all I could give you guys. But yeah, I'm happy with the win. I was already kind of locked into the playoffs. I guess this is just some more insurance. But I don't mind fuel mileage races. I'm not a fan of clutching it, but I will do it if I have to. If I know it can make a difference in the last stop or making it on gas. So I'll take the win. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, and you used both of your provisionals already and still made it into a solid. Well, right now, coming into this race, you were solid in 4th place. That's obviously going to change after this race. But even using up 2 provisionals and still finishing this good, man. What an awesome run you had this season.
I appreciate that, Blaine. Yeah, I think I'm locked in on Saturday too. Tomorrow is the series where I'm about 65 points out of 12th, I think. So if I have good runs tomorrow and next week before the playoffs for Friday night, I'm pretty sure I can get in.
Nice. Yeah, and I know that FRN's calling some of those races too, so that'll be cool. I get to watch one of the broadcasts for once.
Yeah, I've known Seth Cole for years. He's a very good broadcaster, like as you guys are. He doesn't quite have the the amount of visuals in his broadcast, that you guys provide, but both you and him are top tier broadcasting duos.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I stole a lot of stuff from Seth. When I was watching some of these broadcasts, and I was kind of just studying I wonder how these guys are doing this. And then here we are. So, thanks, Seth. Because, I definitely was watching some of these other broadcasters trying to figure out how they did what they did. And then, obviously, you can't just copy and paste it all. You got to change it up a little bit. So, yeah, learning from those guys is always fun. It keeps us all fresh.
Oh yeah, if you're just getting into it, you got to learn from someone, right?
Yeah, I didn't even think it was possible until I started watching these guys. I'm thinking, wait a second, how are they doing this? And that's when my brain, I just can't sit there and watch it. I got to figure out how to do it. How did he do it? And I figured it out. But anyway, man, thanks for talking to us, obviously, and thanks again for an awesome half burnout. We made it work.
I tried to give you guys what I could, because I know they like to have a burnout for the winner on the broadcast. So yeah, thanks for broadcasting. Thanks to all the Elliots for hosting the league. And we'll see you guys next week for round 1 of the playoffs.
Awesome, man. Thanks a lot for joining us, and thanks for talking to us, and we'll see you next week.
All right, later, Blaine. Later, Brad. You guys take care, all right?
All right, good night, Bob.
Good night.
And there you go, Alex Moe, your winner. Congratulations. Barely made it. He said he had the fuel pressure gauge was dropping, and when he hit the line, he only had 3 pounds left. So he did give us that little 3/4 of a burnout. That's all he had left.
You know what?
Which was more than Ray gave us last week.
You only do what you can do.
Yeah, with Ray last week, Ray Hulick winning last week under like legitimately no fuel for like 500 feet. So none of those guys could do burnouts, not even close. So yeah, great, always great calling this stuff. And yeah, sorry to hear about Dan's friend, or was it his grandkids' friends? Yeah, that's a horrible thing. And yeah, if you do need to, if you know what, if some shit goes down, you got to be ready. And there's always somebody to talk to.
Who was that? That was a great poet from the
from Cypress Hill.
That's right, the great poets from the group of poets from Cypress Hill.
Yeah, the Be Real and Send Dog. But it's weird. Like I hear about that stuff, and my brain. And again, like I said, we don't even know if that's exactly what happened. It just sort of brought up the thing because
in the off chance, because it's something that happens, and
I've had family members talk about it. Hasn't happened, but we talk about stuff, and people share that stuff. I'm thinking, wow, really? Like I've never had that.
Not directly, but
my brain's not the same.
I know neighbors that have. There's a neighbor of mine with on the block. Every year they have a garage sale, and they donate the proceeds to the mental health charity or something like that, just in honor of their son, because he was. I don't know the exact details, and I won't get into it for specifics for the year. But he was a young man, probably 20-ish, early 20s, and yeah. But I don't know the story. Obviously, there was something going on, and wasn't coping with it, and yeah, so he committed suicide, but you don't know, right? But then they said outwardly it was okay, and I do the same with my kids. I talk to them. I'm like, hey, always come talk to me. There's nothing so bad that we can't get through it, or that and hopefully they listen to that. That's all you can do, right? Talk and be willing to listen, or if you got something to say to someone, then talk to your folks or your friends, or you'll find somebody that cares. Maybe not a lot of people, but somebody will. Somebody,
yeah. And then sometimes it's even, like for me, I always found like therapy in music.
Yeah.
I can crank up the most violent sounding heavy metal, but like I can't, if I'm walking through the like this never happens, but if I was walking through a place somewhere and then I heard a song, like I can't, that's all I can focus on, because I'm lucky to have music to
100%.
It's therapy, 100% therapy.
Crank it up.
Yep. It's like, man, this day sucked. Just fucking crank it, man. Just fucking crank it.
We're on turbo.
We're on turbo now. Everybody tunes out in the last half hour. You should see the viewers drop. There's like 60 people watching. Now it's down to like 8.
Exactly. We'll put up a little. At this point, it's things have taken a turn for the PG-18.
Sorry for the language, but that's sometimes you just got to use it to emphasize some stuff. I mean, that's how I'm lucky enough it works for me. So who knows? You got to find
about this, and
you got to find something. Yeah, I mean, who isn't really?
Right? Honestly. Yeah. Bottom line is, give someone a call. Talk about it. Don't have to. If you're listening, or if you know someone that's going through it.
Yeah, and like stay safe, and we love everybody who watches this thing. So maybe you just gotta watch a broadcast and get little laughs in there, and
find out what happens next week too.
Buy a wheel, man. Start racing. Guitars. I got 3 guitars behind me. You want to borrow one?
Right, 3 guitars. You can't play 3 guitars. Well, I know, but you can't. But you gotta have different ones.
I do. I have one tuned to like C sharp, one tuned to like B flat. Like
that's the heavy one. Colors. It's a whole cornucopia.
of guitars.
I'm going to take my blue guitar and plug it into my green effects pedal and loop it through the orange one. So
Let me hear some colors.
Yes, I can hear colors. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. But yeah, I guess. Thanks for watching tonight's broadcast. If you did watch tonight's broadcast, thank you, Brad, for being awesome.
Thank you for having me and for being pretty cool yourself.
I am fairly neat. I've been told.
I wouldn't kick you out of bed for eating crackers. How about that?
There you go. Another fantastic analogy. So yeah, man, if you guys are watching this, we'd love you. Hopefully we see you next week. This is getting exciting now. We're headed into the playoffs. All the cars that have qualified for the playoffs will be color coded. Thank you to Craig Hagley. And it'll be a lot easier to watch on the broadcast, much like last time we did it, I think, with Shake and Bake. Very, very helpful.
Fantastic.
Very helpful. And yeah, come on back next week. And like I said, links in the description below for the upcoming broadcasts in September. There is a lot of them, special events, playoff races, team races, the King of Kings. And then Josh 2's crew was cool enough to hire us to do one of their throwback races at a track that's not Talladega. You know what the thing is too? Next month, a lot of the broadcasts we're doing, it won't be at Talladega. Of course, the Thursday races will be. But the Back to the Future series that Chris Elliott runs, that's not Talladega. Josh, his league does not run Talladega either. So there's going to be some new tracks, some new mods, and it'll be a lot of fun. So look in the description below to see links to all those YouTube videos and follow them if you want to be notified when they go live. But yeah, I guess if the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. Stay safe. We love you. And always keep one hand in the ocean.
Yeah. And otherwise, if you are looking for, I would just pull this up, some information here. Apparently in the States, they have 988, which is something you guys can call if you know, or if you're having troubles or dark thoughts or otherwise.
Oh, like a helpline?
Yeah. Apparently it's 988.
Cool.
But in Canada, I know we were supposed to be getting that, but I don't think we have it. Instead of 988, we have 1-833-456-4566. For Canada and get a better number.
That's crazy. Yeah, what the fuck?
Like,
I need help quick. What's the number again? Yeah, not 911. Well, you can still call 911.
I'm sure you could. But in this case, yeah. But yeah, get some, talk to someone. Reach out. Or buy a wheel, get some tunes on, make some friends, and find your purpose.
Yeah.
Take up whittling. Go painting. Ride a bike. Learn how to garden.
Be a
just
professional.
figure out creative ways to annoy your neighbor.
Make jam. Because I will buy the shit out of your fucking jam if it's
and
good.
Send us some jam too.
Yeah.
Right?
We want to be sponsored by your fucking jam company.
And jam.
See how passionate I am about jam? I'm swearing at
Listen, he swears. This man is all fired up. But anyways, the whole sign up got all emotional and everything. But no, talk about it up with your friends. Talk about whoever you can. Think it over. The chances are there's going to be a bunch of people who miss you, and
yeah, we want to hug you.
Right? We're eventually when we go national and they put us on TSN, Tarnation TV, we're gonna go on live on location a few times. So we hope to meet some of you.
We just got this in here, bud.
What's that? Oh, you got it?
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
Free hugs.
Great free hugs. Oh, damn.
We'll see you on Thursday.
I better start doing my stretches.
Yep. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Keep your stick on the ice.
Angry cats. I have no idea.
Watch it. Great advice. Watch out for angry cats.
I saw something on like a stupid TikTok video with an angry cat, and the guy just like picked it up and moved it away.
Yeah, don't want nothing to do with that.